إذا دخل أحدكم المسجد فلا يجلس حتى يصلي ركعتين. When one of you enter the masjid, he should not sit until he observe 2 rakah. So this is telling you when you enter, anytime you enter the masjid, إذا دخل أحدكم المسجد فلا يجلس حتى يصلي ركعتين. So whenever you enter the masjid, you shouldn't sit until you observe 2 rakah. And this hadith is saying what? ثلاث ساعات كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ينهانا أن نصلي فيهن وأن نقبر فيهن موتانا حين تطلع الشمس بازغة حتى ترتفع. So which one are we going to use? When we look at what Uqba bin Amir said, he said ثلاث ساعات, 3 periods. كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ينهانا أن نصلي فيهن. He used to prevent us from praying during them. He didn't say ينهانا أن نصلي النافلة. He said أن نصلي فيهن. That means it will also affect the compulsory salah. Somebody wakes up around when the sun is on the horizon. He wakes up. He has not observed Salatul Subh. Can you observe Salatul Subh then? Or the hadith, Yanhana Nusalliya Fiinna, will be applicable. So this is something of Ijma' or close to Ijma' that you should exempt Salatul Fajr from that. Or exempt the compulsory Salat from what? From that. You should exempt the compulsory salah from that. How this is clear? This is close to what? To consensus. So you should what? Exempt the compulsory salah from that. The Jum'Ah, they said no nafila is allowed. The Jum'Ah they said no nafila is allowed because an nusalliya fihinna, we have exempted the Fajr and other compulsory salat. Take for somebody sleeps off and he has not prayed Salatul Isha. He slept before Salatul Isha. So he didn't wake up until when the sun rose. So we are going to exempt this. Go and pray or Salah. The fact that the Prophet did Nahyu, they said the Nahyu does not affect the compulsory Salah. It does not affect the Subh of that day, and it does not affect what? The compulsory Salat. I hope this is clear. What about the Nafila? The Jum'Ah said it affects the Nafila. Al-Imam al-Shafi'i and the Shafi'iyya generally, they said we should also exempt the as-salawatu dhawatul asbab. The salawat that you pray for a reason. E.g., you come into the masjid and you have ablution. You enter the masjid. And when you enter the masjid, it falls around this time. Between 7:03, 7:05, 7:10. That is when you enter the masjid. So you remember the hadith of Uqba bin Amir, حين تطلع الشمس بازغة حتى ترتفع. So you say, I want to do Tahiyatul Masjid. You remember the hadith, إذا دخل أحدكم المسجد فلا يجلس حتى يصلي ركعتين. When one of you enter the masjid, he should not sit until he observe 2 rakah. So this is telling you when you enter, anytime you enter the masjid, إذا دخل أحدكم المسجد فلا يجلس حتى يصلي ركعتين. So whenever you enter the masjid, you shouldn't sit until you observe 2 rakah. And this hadith is saying what? ثلاث ساعات كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ينهانا أن نصلي فيهن وأن نقبر فيهن موتانا حين تطلع الشمس بازغة حتى ترتفع. So which one are we going to use? So the Jum'Ah, they make use of what? The one that says that you should not. You should not. So they will say this hadith is doing the taxis of other hadith. We know taxis, that is to try to watch, to restrict the meaning, to specify the meaning. That is, don't understand the hadith to be something that you just take like that. So the other hadith, that is, if you enter the masjid, you shouldn't sit until you pray. They will say, don't generalize it. That is, if you enter the masjid within the period that you are allowed to watch, to observe salah. Not when you enter the masjid during the period that you are not allowed to observe salah. So they will prefer to use the hadith of what? Of prohibiting. The hadith of prohibition, they prefer that hadith. To what? To the hadith, if any one of you enters the masjid, you shouldn't sit. That one is what? Allowing it. It's telling you anytime. But this one is telling you at this time, don't do. I hope it is clear. Why the Shafi'iyah, they will hold on to what? The other one that says, whenever you enter, they take that as what? The basis. Then, the hadith that says we should not pray at this particular time, they will say not like Tahiyatul Masjid. The hadith is not talking about what? Tahiyatul Masjid. You see, what this one did here is what the other one also did. They take this one as general, then what then? They specify it. These people also take this one as general, they specify the other hadith. So and that's why they will say what? بَيْنَهُمَا أُمُومٌ وَخُصُوصٌ وَجْهِ. Both of them are general and what? At the same time restricted. Specific, general and specific. Both of them are general and specific. If you look at this from one angle, you say it's general. Then it is specified by the other hadith. If you look at this one from another angle, it is general and is what? Is specified by the other hadith. So the Shafi'iyah, they will say, Tahiyatul Masjid, you observe anytime you come into the masjid. Likewise, Salatul Janaza, if there is a need to do the Janaza, they say what? It's Maksusa. Likewise, Salatul Kusuf, if there is eclipse of the sun, for instance, they say it's also what? Exempted. I hope this is clear. The Salah of Tawaf, if you do you enter Masjid Haram at that time, they say doing the 2 rakah of Tawaf is also exempted. So they do the taxis of the general. So, and this, Wallahu Alam, appears to be with their opinion. Appears to be with their opinion. This is the opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah, Al-Albani, Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthaymin, and many other scholars. But the view of the majority, the Malikiya, the Hanabila and the likes, is that no, you don't do it. So it is said that a scholar once entered the masjid while he was a bit younger. He entered the masjid, so he sat down. Somebody came to him and said, "Come, get up." And he asked him that. He told him that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "إذا دخل أحدكم المسجد فلا يجلس حتى يصلي ركعتين." When one of you enters the masjid, he shouldn't sit until he observes 2 rakah. So that man got up and he observed 2 rakah based on what had been told. So Another day he came into the masjid again. He wanted to observe 2 rakah as he had been taught, he had been told. Then somebody saw him doing that. The person told him, sit down. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that we should not observe salah at this period. This same period. So he was confused. This one said I should do, this one said I shouldn't do. They said that is what led him to learn. That how can someone be telling me do? This one said don't do. I want to know what is really behind this thing. So and that's why when you are learning the deen, particularly issues of fiqh, you enjoy it. Because you want to know why this. Not that somebody will just be pushing you, do this. You want to know the evidence for this particular thing that you are doing. And this is one of the sweetness of learning the fiqh. This is one of the sweetness of learning the fiqh. There is a scholar who said, Sheikh Al-Albani alayhi rahmatullah said something and he disagreed with him. That he doesn't take that position of the Sheikh, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him and Sheikh Al-Albani to be inmates of Al-Jannah, that they are still going to talk about that issue if they meet in Al-Jannah. So that's the sweetness of what? Of learning. The sweetness of learning. So wallahu alam, as I've said, the weightier opinion is those who say you can observe it when you come in during that period. You can observe Tahiyatul Masjid and some other things that have what? Asbab, that they call salawat zawatul asbab. Salawat zawatul asbab.
The Guidance Facebook page. Follow, like, and share.